ready for another episode of The Horror Guys?
I'm ready, because I'm Kevin.
And I'm Brian.
And we're the Horror Guys.
Well, that's convenient.
Yeah, we're going to talk about 4 horror movies and a short that we saw this week.
We are. Because that's what we do.
We do.
Every week.
I'm hungry. Hungry for pork chops.
Are you obsessed with pork chops?
I am.
Well, I spit on your grave.
Okay.
Well. All right, well, what do we got this week?
We have an interesting mix of stuff. There's no pattern here. We'll start with the very much hyped Obsession, the brand new movie. Is it as good as the internet hype machine claims?
Is anything ever?
Sometimes. How about Hungry, which is literally based on Hungry Hungry Hippos?
Hungry Hungry Hippos. I still remember the theme to the commercial.
I remember that.
Hungry Hungry Hippos.
And that couldn't be any good, or could it?
Could it?
Yeah. Then when we'll watch something really unusual, what if Star Wars was a horror movie? Somebody made a fan fiction short film, and it's a Star Wars horror movie.
It is.
Yeah, very cool. And we're going to watch a couple of vintage classics. Classics? I guess.
Well, yeah.
The Black Sheep.
Sleep.
Oh, the Black Sleep. I keep calling it sheep.
There's no sheep in that movie.
There's no sheep in there. There should be. Okay. It's the Black Sleep, not the Black Sheep. I'm mixing up my titles.
Did you autocorrect everything in the article?
No. I'm sure I didn't. Yes. Anyway, that's a black and white from 1956. And we're also going to talk about I Spit on Your Grave from 1978.
I think that kind of falls into the classic category.
I think so.
It was influential, at least.
Yeah.
And as always, it's brought to you by Horror Monthly. We are up to issue number 58 now for July 2026. It's available now. It's the one with all the cool skulls on the front.
Skulls are cool, you know.
Seems like half our issues have skulls somewhere. What says horror other than dead heads?
Dead heads without flesh.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, then. Takes us to our first movie of the week is Obsession. Written and directed by Curry Barker. Stars Michael Johnston, Inde Navarrette, and Cooper Tomlinson. It is an hour and 48 minutes long. And there's a trailer in the show notes.
Careful what you wish for.
I don't know. The $1 billion didn't go too badly.
Yeah, I was expecting that to go worse.
Yeah. You get the monkey's paw kind of thing, and
it falls on
twisted.
You. It falls on you from the sky and kills you, or something like that.
He just made a good wish, I guess.
Yeah.
Spoiler free. What happens?
Well, a guy taps into some magic to make a wish that his crush will like him back, and then the movie proceeds into a lesson of be careful what you wish for. Like I mentioned, it said that it was made on a small budget, but you wouldn't know it because the pacing and direction and effects and story and cast are all really pretty excellent. And it's all around a very good movie that we both really enjoyed.
Yes. Probably top 10 for the year.
It's up there.
Don't know if it's number 1, but it was good. I liked it.
Yeah, it was most excellent.
Well, Bear tells Nikki how much he loves her and that she's out of his league. Nope. He's just rehearsing with friends. He could never tell the real Nikki all that. He's afraid to even flirt with the real girl. Ian tries to give him tips on asking her out, but it's obviously not going to work. Bear gets home and finds out his cat got into his drugs and died, which makes his day even worse. And credits roll. Nikki calls and wants Bear to meet her for trivia night, and the one thing that Ian warned him not to do. He goes to a store to buy her a necklace, but instead he finds a thing called a one-wish willow, which supposedly grants wishes.
A wish.
A wish, yes.
Mm-hmm.
The clerk tells him not to come back and complain.
Because
you got a lot of complaints for these?
Yeah, we do.
After a trivia night with Ian and Sarah, Bear drives Nikki home. They talk, and she says she's going to quit her job where she works with him. We see that Sarah really likes Bear, but he only has eyes for Nikki. He's just too shy to say anything and blows the opportunity badly.
Yeah, he does, but he's still got his one-wish willow.
He's got it, so he opens it himself. I wish Nikki would love me more than anyone in the world. And she does.
She does. He gets his wish.
Oh, he has all kinds of fun after that.
Oh, yeah.
I want to know how they're going to explain everything at the end of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those, what are the police going to think?
Yeah. no, really. See, there was this wish thing, and it made all these things happen.
It starts out normal enough, but spirals more and more out of control. The pacing is good. It never slows down even a little bit, and it looks pretty good. I thought it was pretty great.
It's the most awful romance movie ever, but it's a really great horror movie.
Yeah, I would not call it a romance movie, no.
Oh, there's romance in there.
All right, what is next?
We should talk about I Spit on Your Grave, as long as we're in the topic of romance.
Oh, my.
Yikes.
Okay, I Spit on Your Graves, 1978. Written by Mir Zarchi. Stars Camille Keaton, Aaron Tabor, Richard Pace, and Anthony Nichols. 1 hour and 42 minutes, and there's a trailer in the show notes. This woman has just cut, chopped, broken, and burned 5 men beyond recognition. Says the movie poster.
Which says right there on the movie poster. There's 4 guys.
Yeah, there's 4.
Not sure what went wrong there with the poster and the movie.
And that is, of course, the star of the movie there in the poster, right?
It is not. It is Demi Moore on the poster.
Who's not in the movie.
She's not in the movie, but she was available as a model, and they thought she had a better-looking derriere for the poster than the actress who's the lead actress. And there we go. The rest is history. And she is, Demi Moore has said, oh, yeah, that was me. Yeah, so it's not just a rumor or anything. Yeah.
Your butt's too skinny. We're going to get a stunt double for the poster.
Basically, yeah.
After a writer, living alone, is attacked and assaulted by 4 men, she takes brutal revenge on them. They didn't double-check their math when they made the poster that says she took care of 5 men. This is a weak movie surrounding multiple long scenes of graphic violence and suffering. The violence and sexual assaults are very realistic, and there's some debate if the movie is exploitive or empowering. Either way, it's notorious for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, you call it a weak movie. I'm not sure that I would call it a weak movie. I think it's there for the revenge and the graphic violence.
Okay, yeah, it's a
delivery
message.
Be into it or not into it.
A delivery
I think it's more
tool for
notorious
those
because
scenes.
of the rapes.
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure.
Well, what happens?
Well, keep in mind, too, this is 1978, and
It was a little extreme for
it
1978.
was a little extreme, plus there's the more issues of feminism and women's rights. You know, women were just entering the workforce and becoming more independent. Well, we watch Jennifer load her car with suitcases in the big city. She stops at a small-town gas station.
63-cent gas.
Wow. And she's asking directions to the lake. She explains that she's rented a summer house there. She's a writer. She arrives at the house, strips naked, and jumps in the lake.
Wasting no time for the viewers.
Yeah. When she unpacks later, she finds a pistol in one of the drawers. Matthew, the guy, comes to the door and delivers her food. And he thinks New York City is an evil place. He's pretty simple-minded, and he's impressed when he hears that she's a writer. He's kind of weird, but he seems like a nice weird, harmless weird. Matthew tells all about Jennifer to the guys at the gas station. He, along with Johnny, Stanley, and Andy, go fishing and talk about sexy chicks. Matthew insists that Jennifer is special to him, and the others kind of notice. Well, the next day, Jennifer's out working on her book, sees the guys approach in their boat, and they're annoying, so she goes inside to work. That night, she hears someone outside and considers the gun, but nothing really happens. And then the following day, that's when things get ugly. She's out in her canoe, and the guys catch up to her in their motorboat and annoy her some more. At first you think they're just harassing her. And then Andy and Stanley drag her boat to the swamp and chase her through the woods until they run into Johnny, the leader of the group. And then they hold her down and tear her clothes off, and Matthew does his business. Oh, but he can't do it. But Johnny can, and does.
And it goes downhill from there.
It does. Yeah, it's brutal.
You think a brutal rape would be the peak of the story, but no, it goes downhill from there.
Yeah, it keeps going. Yeah.
Well, you got to compare it to Last House on the Left from 1972, which was only 6 years before this. Both portray brutal rape scenes followed by revenge. There are rape scenes and 4 murders. As we said, the poster lies about the body count. Other than that, there's not much of a plot. The gore is pretty good, and everything plays out pretty realistically, though. I didn't hate it.
No, no. It said the original, it was originally released in 1978 under the title Day of the Woman, and it flopped.
That makes it sound very empowering to her.
Yeah, yeah. And it flopped. And then in 1980, a couple years later, distributor Jerry Gross, he renamed it and hit it with some publicity, and it kind of took off. And Siskel and Ebert talked about it and how awful it was and how much they hated it, and that kind of helped, too. They gave him some more publicity.
Sometimes hating the movie is the best publicity.
Yeah, it's been a notorious anti-hit ever since then.
All right.
Yeah,
there are sequels, aren't there?
Yeah, and a remake, too, I think.
Yeah, a remake for sure.
Yeah, I had not seen this one. Yeah.
I had seen one of them, either this one or the remake. I couldn't tell you at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the ending with the boat.
I had seen Last House on the Left.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, my folks took me to see that.
Oh.
When I was about 7.
Yeah. We saw it officially here. I don't think I'd seen it before that. All right, well, are you hungry?
Yeah.
Are you fat?
I'm a hippo. I'm a hippo.
2026 is Hungry. Written and directed by James Nunn. Stars Madison Davenport, Tracy Bonner, Joaquim de Almeida, and some other people. Hour and 33 minutes. Trailer in the show notes. This hippo isn't playing games, says the movie poster.
And
so right there, they're telling you it's a hippo game.
It's a
what
hippo.
Are you supposed to think?
Uh-huh.
And it's hungry.
Uh-huh.
Well, spoiler free.
A rogue hippopotamus in the Louisiana swamp makes sport of a tour group there to see the gators. And it's a very serious movie. It's not at all funny. We were expecting something funny. It's supposedly, it's obviously they're loosely basing it, inspiring it from the action board game Hungry Hungry Hippos.
But nobody dies in Hungry Hungry Hippos.
No,
it's just marbles.
And this is not for kids. The game is for kids. This is not. Yeah. It takes a little while to get to the mayhem, but it's pretty realistic once it gets there. And how it gets there, it's a better than average people versus nature creature feature.
We were both expecting something silly, a comedy, a parody of, Hungry Hungry Hippos. Because it says right there it is based on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it was a standard, serious horror movie.
Yeah.
And it was not bad.
In that genre of,
if you like Anaconda
animals,
or things like that, this is right up there.
Animals attacking people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no cocaine bear.
No, it isn't.
Funny.
No, it isn't. But, yeah.
Well, we open on a swamp with all the usual wildlife. There's an alligator out there, but something big that we don't see eats it. The credits roll.
That's never good when something is bigger than an alligator and eats it. Yeah.
Well, in New Orleans, Tina and Hannah talk to Rodrigo about an alligator tour in the bayou. Tina gets the phone call that she's been fired for taking her approved vacation days. Don't you hate it when that happens?
Well, your vacation just got extended.
In the morning, the girls get on Gator Joe's tour bus. There's an older guy, Tim, his daughter Sally, and her son Mike along as well. Dion is a last-minute addition, and she goes too. Rodrigo is their driver and tour guide. And somewhere along the line, they mentioned it's a 3-hour tour.
Mm-hmm.
That's never good when you hear that.
They threw that in on purpose.
Yes. The group stops at the gift shop for a look at the trinkets and bones. Mr. Walker claims that the most dangerous creature he ever killed was a hippopotamus in Africa. He explains that they're vegetarian, but they're still more dangerous than you'd think.
And there is some real truth to that. They are vicious and territorial.
Mm-hmm.
They're not carnivorous, where they deliberately hunt animals for meat. But if you go in their territory, they will defend it. And
yes.
Yeah, they're very deadly.
He explains that at the turn of the century, hippos were brought over here as a food source to replace cows, but it never caught on. I have no idea if that's true or not, but they gave enough specifics. I imagine it probably is.
I had never heard that one. I heard about the drug dealer down in Mexico bringing some for his private zoo, and there's still some there.
Okay.
That they thrived in the river there, and they had to actually cull them to cut the population back because they were really thriving.
Well, the boat leaves, and Rodrigo homes in on the alligators, which all have tracking devices on them. They arrive where Big Ben, the largest alligator, is supposed to be, but he doesn't appear. They soon find Ben, torn into pieces on the bank of the river. That must have been Ben we saw in the opening scene.
Uh-huh.
Tim gets scared. Dion wants in closer for a better photo. They all start to argue, and something big hits the boat. We'll stop there.
I bet it's a hippo.
I bet it is, too.
Uh-huh. And hilarity ensues.
Well, from the name and subject matter, we were expecting this to be funnier. Hungry Hungry Hippos, the movie, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
As we said, it's a fairly standard people versus wildlife horror movie. In the first 15 minutes or so, as the characters arrive and the tour starts, it all seems very authentic, the way this sort of tour actually works. And the hippo here looks surprisingly real. I assume it was CGI.
Mostly, I think.
Might have been real hippo scenes in some of it. I don't know. Overall, the whole thing was far better than we expected.
Yeah, I was surprisingly pleased. Yeah. It was not zany.
It was not.
Yeah.
Also not zany, Project Blackwing, a short film from 2026, written and directed by Cortland Gordon, stars Mark Gonzalez, Tom Hinchcliffe, and Vincente DeSanti. 23 minutes, and you can watch the entire thing on YouTube. And looking at the poster, that looks like he's wearing a rebel outfit.
Yeah, it does.
Star Wars.
The main guy is a rebel.
It's a Star Wars movie.
Uh-huh.
Well, what happens?
Well, rebel pilot Orphan gets his X-Wing shot down over a mysterious planet. And he's badly injured, and there's no one around to help, except for the disembodied head of an Imperial medical droid. And the droid has a real story to tell. But Orphan may not be able to wait out a rescue mission due to the strange monster that keeps attacking every night. Yeah, he comes at night, mostly.
It's really good for a fan-made film.
I was so impressed.
It does not look cheap. The pacing and cinematography are well done, and it's a lot of fun. It's essentially a Star Wars version of a zombie movie. If you're a Star Wars fan who likes horror, this is a must-see.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I thought was weird, though, at one point after he crashes, he gets out of the X-Wing and lights up a cigarette. Do people in Star Wars smoke?
Not that I've ever noticed before or remember.
Well,
no,
in
I
one
don't
of the
think
prequels,
there's
death sticks.
Okay.
It might be a cigarette. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't recall anybody smoking in a Star Wars, but
Now they do.
Clearly they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's canon now. Yeah, and despite I was impressed. There's a couple shots at the beginning where he's going down. His X-Wing is in flames basically, and he's going down to the planet. Just the hopelessness and the immensity of space.
It's big.
Is big, yeah. And
how are they ever going to find this guy?
Conveying, really, really conveying well how much trouble he's in and how alone he is. I thought it was very cool.
Yeah,
very well made.
Everything. I mean, it's one guy and a droid, so it's not like there's a huge cast or anything.
Mm-hmm.
But what we do see is all very good.
Yeah.
And I get the impression it's going to have sequels.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. 1956, The Black Sleep, a movie that's not going to have any sequels.
And not going to have any sheep either.
No sheep, just sleep.
Yeah.
Directed by Reginald LeBorg, written by John C. Higgins and Gerald Drayson Adams, stars Basil Rathbone, Akim Taminoff, Lon Chaney Jr., John Carradine, and Bela Lugosi.
All those horror movie names.
Quite a cast.
Yeah.
Whole bunch of old people that don't do anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
82 minutes. And that's a nice poster also.
That's some poster.
Actually, I don't like that style of poster. It makes it look like they're just throwing a bunch of crap together.
And they did.
Well, yeah, I guess that's accurate.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
The terror drug that wakes the dead. The Black Sleep.
Yeah, okay.
All right. A rich and brilliant scientist isn't quite mad, but he does have a secret lair and dabbles in extreme medication and experimental brain surgery. Once he gets a willing assistant, he does full tilt with his work, and it's well made with good special effects of the time and great sets, but the pacing is slow and uneven, and it's a little on the dull side, with some entertaining moments.
Yeah, that sums it up well.
All right, well, what happens?
Well, we get a voiceover about a strange drug that essentially makes zombies. It's an ancient drug, and it induces the black sleep. And credits roll. At Newgate Prison in 1872, we watch as Sir Joel Cadman visits Dr. Ramsay in his cell. Gordon Ramsay was a promising student, but he's scheduled to be hanged in the morning. Gordon says that he was framed for killing Curry, and he doesn't really remember any of it. Sir Joel gives Gordon some kind of it's a black sleep drug. to help him through the execution in the morning. Doesn't exactly tell him what it is.
He says it'll relax you.
Yeah. Well, in the morning, Gordon is dead, probably of heart failure, just hours before his execution. Well, luckily, Sir Joel Cadman is there to take possession of the body and takes him home. I guess you can just do that if you're a doctor. I want that body. I'll take it home with me. Yeah. And he tells his servant Odo that Gordon is just in suspension, not dead. And sure enough, Gordon does eventually wake up. Cadman reads him his own death certificate, and Cadman explains the whole thing to him. Well, since he's free, might as well work for him. And so the two doctors head off to Cadman's remote castle to do more experiments. Casimir, the butler, lets them in. One of Cadman's patients, Mungo, chases Laurie around the house until Daphne makes him stop. Daphne's the nurse, and she keeps all the patients sleeping with the drug. Angelina, one of the patients, for example, has been in a drug-induced coma for 238 days, waiting for brain surgery.
All right, so we got a castle full of weird, crazy people that sleep a lot.
And a doctor that's got his own private institution going.
Yeah.
Yeah, and his own private experiments. What could go wrong?
They could make a movie of it.
They could, yeah.
It's got a great cast of old horror icons that really don't do anything other than lend their name to the movie poster. Bela Lugosi doesn't speak at all. Chaney doesn't either. He doesn't do much other than shamble around, same as Tor Johnson. John Carradine does get some lines, but it's not much more than a cameo. It's not awful, but it's a long way from great. Probably the worst offense is all the wasted talent.
Yeah, a lot of people not doing much.
Basil Rathbone is a real character. He does a lot, but he's not really one of the big ones. He's not what we're here to watch.
That was the coolest fireplace secret door ever. There's a secret.
That was kind of neat.
A secret entrance to one. There's a couple different ways into the secret chambers, and you go in behind the fireplace while it's lit. It swivels out of the way, and so you can kind of go behind the flames. Yeah,
it doesn't look terribly safe though.
Doesn't look safe, but it looks really cool.
Neat, yeah. Final film of Bela Lugosi, or at least his last complete role.
Yeah, I guess
there's some
it's
shots
debatable.
of him in Plan 9, but it's not really a role.
Everybody talks about Plan 9 being his last film, which technically was. But
he didn't speak, and he was only in it for a minute or two.
He doesn't speak in this one either, though.
Well, yeah, but it's clearly him, and he's acting.
Yeah, and he was still alive at the time. Plan.
Very good. Yes.
Plan 9 was posthumous.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, and Lon Chaney Jr. He wanders. He's got a slightly bigger role. He runs around and attacks people, but he doesn't say anything. He doesn't speak. And there's not much acting involved either.
No. They almost had Peter Lorre, too, but they couldn't afford him.
Yeah. Who did they get to...
I don't remember the guy's name. He's not as well known.
Some other guy.
Yeah, he's a known actor, but I can't remember his name.
Oh, the Odo character. Yeah, he's some kind of Italian or something. He's got that weird accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could definitely picture Peter Lorre playing that role.
You could, yeah.
Yeah. He wanted more money than the budget would allow. They spent it all on Bela Lugosi, I'm sure.
Well, that's our week.
Yeah, that was... You say that's our week, and I was about to finish up saying it's a little on the dull side. Not the whole week, just that movie.
Yeah, it was.
Favorite of the week, probably Obsession, although Hungry is kind of good, too.
I'm going to go with Obsession as my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, of course, you really need to check out the short film Project Blackwing if you're a Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
And then when you're done, go over to horrormonthly.com and pick up our last issue number 58. The one with the skulls.
Skulls are fun.
Yeah. Tune in next week when we will have more movies.
More
horror for you.
Okay.
Until then, I'm Brian.
And I'm Kevin.
And see you next week.
See ya.